Hello, everybody. Brendan Cullen here. I'm speaking to you from my office at my home here in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm in the process of writing a new book, and I wanted to give you a little teaser as to what's in it. And one of the chapters in the book is called Joy in Me, and it's all about my experience of joy. When I became a Christian, I went all in and decided to give my life to the Lord. One of the early scriptures I came across was in Nehemiah, and the verse ended with the phrase, "The joy of the Lord is your strength." And wow, that sounded really good to me. You know, who doesn't want joy? Everybody wants joy. Yeah, I'm good with that. I want some of that. And anyway, I had heard and learned and read that that in times of trials, troubles, and difficult times in my life, that I was supposed to have joy, and because the joy of the Lord was my strength. And I did my best. I would try to do some mind over matter stuff. No matter how I was feeling, I would try to have joy. I would listen to praise music and just be positive in the terrible situation I was in. And people would say to me, the joy, you got to have joy in these situations. And, I was like, oh, yeah, okay. But I sure wasn't buying it. I didn't feel like joy. I mean, how am I supposed to have joy when I'm suffering? And it just didn't make sense to me. And so I would try my best when I was in rough situations and going through tough times in my life to have joy and say, okay, I'm happy. And I kept questioning the Lord on this. And last year in my prayer time, I said, God, I really need you to explain this to me. I just don't get it. I don't want to be in these trials. I've heard the scripture, count it all joy under persecution and so forth. And I'm like, I don't like the persecution. I don't like the trials. I just as soon do without joy if that means the only way I can get it. And anyway, yes, I was pretty messed up, that's for sure. And anyway, here's what the Lord showed me late last year. He had me go back and look at Nehemiah again, and it says, "The joy of the Lord is my strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength." It's the Lord's joy is my strength, not my joy. And I was like, what are you saying here? And it's like, he explained it to me this way. When you're a parent and you have a child that's struggling to do something and will trust you and listen to you and obey you through their hard times, and they come out of the other end doing something or accomplishing something that they never knew they could do. What joy and pride do you have over that child, for that child? What great joy do you receive? And so it's all about his joy, not my joy. As we go through our walk with the Lord and we trust him more and more each time, each day, and he sees this, and that is where his joy comes from, knowing that we're actually trusting him. He must increase and I must decrease. That's what it's all about. And I just think it's just so exciting to hear it in those terms, that he's just taking Abba, Daddy, Father is just so excited to see you grow, to see me grow. And for us to look in his eyes and just see the satisfaction and happiness and, the delight after we've gone through something that we trusted him in to see us through, that he has our back. Oh, what a delight that is, and Daddy.